The fallout of the electoral loss for the RJD that has triggered a fierce battle within Lalu Prasad Yadav's family. The second daughter, Rohini Acharya, who donated her kidney to Lalu Prasad Yadav and is considered amongst the closest of all the siblings to her father, has walked out of his family. In fact, she has said that she has nothing to do with the family, and RJD chief Tejasvi Yadav as well. Rohini has blamed the party's rout on Tejasvi Yadav's confidant Sanjay Yadav and Rameez Khan. She has also said that her parents stood by her and other siblings were in tears when there was an ugly exchange between her and her brother Tejasvi.
That's right, Vasudha. It's a large family, 9 siblings in all, including Tejasvi and Rohini, 7 sisters and 2 brothers. While Rohini has left for Mumbai, some of her other sisters, we believe, have gathered at the eldest daughter and party MP Meesa Bharati's residence in Patna, according to these reports. This is not the first time a family dispute has erupted in the Lalu family, which saw Tejasvi's brother Tej Pratap Yadav being expelled and starting his own party. Tej Pratap Yadav has also spoken out, but first, listen into Rohini Acharya.
जो बोलना था हम अपने फेसबुक पे, अपने ट्विटर पे बोल चुके हैं। जी क्या बोलना चाहिए?
आपने जो ट्वीट किया उसमें कहा गया है
परिवार चप्पल चलाया गया, गाड़ियाँ दी गई, आपने बताया, आपने कहा था कि चप्पल चलाया गया।
चप्पल चलाने की बात आप कही, अब आप लोग जाकर के वहाँ इंक्वायरी कर लीजिए। सही बात है, रोहिणी जो बोलती है सच बोलती है, और जिसको भी कंडेम करना आकर के सामने मेरे सामने बैठवाइए।
रोहिणी किस बात पर ये आप खफा हुए, क्या हुआ, कुछ बताएंगे?
फिर हम बाद में
आराम से
कर सकते हैं।
आप आराम से बात
आप ये बात जाके तेजस्वी यादव, आप ये बात जाकर के तेजस्वी यादव किसके शह पे हुआ है उनसे जाके पूछिए, संजय यादव से पूछिए, रेचल यादव से पूछिए, क्या नाम है उसका, ये कोई लड़के का क्या नाम था, रमीज से जाके पूछिए। पिताजी मेरे साथ हमेशा है। कल मेरे माता पिता भी रो रहे थे, मेरी बहन रो रही थी मेरे लिए। मुझे भगवान ने मुझे सौभाग्य दिया कि मुझे मेरे इस तरह के माता पिता मिले जो मेरा हर समय मेरा साथ दिए। मुझे बस इतना ही कहना है कि भगवान ना करे कि आप लोग के भी घर में कभी मेरे जैसी बहन बेटियां हो। जिस घर में भाई हो, भाई लोग का ही योगदान होना चाहिए। काहे सारा बलिदान बेटी लोग दी, और जब बेटी कुछ सवाल पूछे तो आप बोल दीजिएगा कि अब ससुराल में जाओ, तुम्हारा शादी हो गया है। हाँ, मैंने सिर्फ अपने भाई को अपने घर से निकाला है। मेरी बहनें, मेरी माता, मेरे पिता मेरे साथ हैं।
Well, as I mentioned, this isn't the first time the Lalu family is facing such a rift that's out in the open. Let's take you through the history of the Lalu Yadav family political soap opera.
Well, so who are Sanjay Yadav and Rameez Khan?
One name, one family that ruled Bihar for more than 2 decades. Now, 2 brothers are fighting for relevance, not against other parties, but against each other. A daughter who saved the life of Lalu Yadav is now making explosive claims.
आपने कहा था कि चप्पल चलाया गया।
चप्पल चलाने की बात आप कही,
अब आप लोग जाकर के वहाँ इंक्वायरी कर लीजिए। सही बात है, रोहिणी जो बोलती है सच बोलती है, और जिसको भी कंडेम करना आकर के सामने मेरे सामने बैठवाइए।
A family that defined Bihar's politics now falling apart. It all started in 2019 when Lalu's daughter-in-law made the biggest accusation. Aishwarya Rai sat outside Lalu's house and alleged she had been tortured by her in-laws for months. After the fiasco, Tej Pratap Yadav filed for divorce, but the case is still ongoing. Nearly 6 years after he filed for his divorce, Tej Pratap Yadav dropped a bombshell. Tej revealed that he had been in a relationship for the past 12 years with Anushka Yadav. The post went viral, prompting online buzz with reminders of his marital dispute that made headlines 6 years ago. That one post changed everything for the Lalu family. RJD chief Lalu Prasad Yadav expelled his elder son from the party for 6 years and ousted him from the family as well. Ahead of the Bihar elections, Tej Pratap Yadav alleged being disrespected by his younger brother.
हमारी बहन का जो अपमान करेगा, कृष्ण का सुदर्शन चक्र चलेगा। और जिस तरह की बात वो कर रही है, वो बिल्कुल सही बात कर रही है, अपने जगह पे वो बिल्कुल सही है। अच्छाई है, एक महिला होने के नाते, एक माँ होने के नाते, एक बहन होने के नाते जो वो सराहनीय काम उन्होंने किया है, शायद कोई बेटी या कोई माँ कर सकती है।
Tej Pratap Yadav formed his own party and contested on 44 seats. On verdict day, RJD faced its worst setback since 2010. This escalated yet another battle in the Lalu family. Lalu Yadav's daughter Rohini Acharya posted on social media saying she's disowning the family. Rohini claimed that she confronted her brother, blaming Sanjay Yadav and his network for the party's collapse. Tejasvi pushed back, rejecting her assessment. She claimed the clash grew so intense that footwear was raised by Tejasvi Yadav on Rohini in the heat of the moment.
आपने कहा था कि चप्पल चलाया गया।
चप्पल चलाने की बात
सही बात है। अब आप लोग जाकर के वहाँ इंक्वायरी कर लीजिए। सही बात है, रोहिणी जो बोलती है सच बोलती है, और जिसको भी कंडेम करना आकर के सामने मेरे सामने बैठवाइए। मेरे पिताजी मेरे साथ हमेशा है। कल मेरे माता पिता भी रो रहे थे, मेरी बहन रो रही थी मेरे लिए। मुझे भगवान ने मुझे सौभाग्य दिया कि मुझे मेरे इस तरह के माता पिता मिले। इस घर में भाई हो, भाई लोग का ही योगदान होना चाहिए। काहे सारा बलिदान बेटी लोग दी, और जब बेटी कुछ सवाल पूछे तो आप बोल दीजिएगा कि अब ससुराल में जाओ, तुम्हारा शादी हो गया है।
As Bihar prepares for its next political chapter, the cracks within the Yadav clan only seem to be widening. A family once seen as the strongest pillar of RJD now stands divided emotionally, politically and publicly. NDTV Bureau Report.
So who are Sanjay Yadav and Rameez Khan, who seem to be the power center around Tejasvi Yadav, and what's next for them? This special report tracks the rise of Rameez Rimad Khan, one of those in the center of the storm in the RJD's first family.
Rohini Acharya, daughter of Lalu Yadav and the woman who once donated a kidney to her father, has quit politics and disowned her family.
काहे सारा बलिदान बेटी लोग दी, और जब बेटी कुछ सवाल पूछे तो आप बोल दीजिएगा कि अब ससुराल में जाओ, तुम्हारा शादी हो गया है। मैंने सिर्फ अपने भाई को अपने घर से निकाला है। मेरी बहनें, मेरे माता, मेरे पिता मेरे साथ हैं।
Rohini alleges she was pressured to step aside. And in the chaos, one name suddenly emerged. A name Bihar's political circles were barely familiar with. Meet Rameez Nemad Khan. Unknown to many outside inner party circles, Rameez has been a long-time friend of Tejasvi Yadav, a bond that began on the cricket field. A former cricketer himself, he captained the Jharkhand under-22 team in 2008 to 2009. Educated at DPS Mathura Road and later Jamia Millia Islamia, where he completed his BA and MBA, Rameez joined the RJD in 2016 and quietly rose to become a part of Tejasvi's core team, handling social media and campaign strategy. His father-in-law, Rizwan Zahir, is a two-time MP from Uttar Pradesh's Balrampur. Elected on both Samajwadi Party and BSP tickets. But controversy has long shadowed the family. In 2021, during district panchayat elections in Tulsipur, Rameez faced allegations of violence, including an attack on a Congress leader. A year later, in 2022, his wife Zeba, father-in-law Rizwan Zahir, and 3 others were arrested in connection with a conspiracy linked to the murder of Feroz Pappu, the former Tulsi Nagar Panchayat president.
ये रमीज का जो नाम इन्होंने लिया है, ये रमीज हमारे यहाँ का ही है। ये पूर्व सांसद रिजवान जहीर का दामाद है और बहुत बड़ा अपराधी है भाई। ये तो हमारे भाई के हत्या में जो है ये जेल में बंद था, तो इसलिए वहाँ जाके बिहार में इसने शरण लिया और हमें लग रहा है कि इसने तो लालू परिवार में भी मारपीट करा दी और उसको भी बर्बाद करने पे लगा हुआ है।
As Rohini Acharya walks away from politics and makes serious allegations, the attention is squarely on the people around Tejaswi Yadav, especially the man who has quietly operated from the shadows. Bureau Report, NDTV.
So what's next for the RJD and Tejaswi Yadav? Joining us this evening is NDTV's Prabhakar Kumar. We have Manoranjan Bharti with us, who has tracked Lalu Yadav's family for decades now. Ajit Jha, consulting editor with NDTV and political analyst on the south of India, Pula Rao. Thank you all of you for joining us on this broadcast. Manoranjan Bharti, Baba, ये बताइए कि इतनी सारी चीज़ें इतनी ख़राब कैसे हो गई? ऐसा मनमुटाव तो हमने सोचा नहीं था कि भाइयों और बहनों के बीच में हुआ होगा, और किडनी देना बहुत बड़ी बात होती है। ये इतनी बड़ी बात कैसे हो गई और इतना डिसएग्रीमेंट कैसे हो गया परिवार में?
देखिए, पूरा किस्सा जो है जो तेजस्वी यादव के सामने हुआ वो रोहिणी ने खुद बताया है। और हुआ क्या कि जब हार के बाद जब ये सवाल पूछे गए, और जैसा कि हार होने के बाद होता है कि जो आदमी सबसे बड़ा रणनीतिकार होता है उसके बारे में ही क्वेश्चन किया जाता है कि वही आदमी एक्सप्लेन करे कि ये हार इतनी बड़ी क्यों हुई है। उसके बाद जो कुछ हुआ उसको रोहिणी ने अपने ट्वीट के जरिए या मीडिया से बात करते हुए बोला है। ये बहुत अनफॉर्चुनेट है, ये बहुत ही डिसहार्टनिंग है, ये होना नहीं चाहिए था, लेकिन ये हुआ है। और सबसे बड़ी बात है कि उस घर में दो बुजुर्ग भी हैं, राबड़ी देवी और लालू प्रसाद यादव, और वो उनकी चुप्पी जो है वो सबसे खतरनाक है। यदि कोई लड़की अपने पिता को किडनी देती है, कितना साहसिक कदम है। उसके बाद जब ये बात हो रही थी किडनी देने वाली बात, तो सबने हाथ खड़े कर दिए थे। किसी ने कहा कि मुझे अपना परिवार बढ़ाना है, किसी ने कहा मुझे बिहार देखना है, किसी ने कहा कि मुझे टीबी एक बार हो चुका है। सब बच्चों ने हाथ खड़े कर दिए। इस लड़की ने दिया, सिंगापुर में इसने अपने फादर का इलाज कराया, अपनी किडनी दी। ये बड़े अच्छे फैमिली से है, इसका सिंगापुर में ये रहती है, लेकिन इसके साथ ऐसा करना, और वो भी ऑन रिकॉर्ड है जो कुछ रोहिणी ने कहा है। उसके बाद जो स्थिति बनी है राजनीतिक रूप से या पारिवारिक रूप से, वो होना नहीं चाहिए था। बहुत अनफॉर्चुनेट है। इसको पता नहीं कैसे लालू यादव और राबड़ी देवी सैल्वेज करेंगे, मुझे नहीं मालूम, लेकिन ये नहीं होना चाहिए था।
It shouldn't have happened, says Manoranjan Bharti. Let me tell you, Vasudha, Baba actually showed me once a message when Lalu Yadav was going outside for his evening drive. He was standing outside. He sent a photograph and Rohini had messaged him back. So Baba has tracked this family very closely. So has Prabhakar Kumar. Prabhakar, do you see this as getting worse? Or do you believe that given the kind of route that the RJD has faced, what's the sense you're picking up? Do you believe that this is just a momentary lapse of reason, something that they will tide over, or is it going to get worse?
See, as of now, as the things are playing, Veera, it's going to get worse for a very simple reason that these family members who had a feud among themselves, they are not talking to each other. Nobody is actually talking face to face. They are using social media to communicate to each other. We saw Rohini Yadav actually talking to media, giving a soundbite at the airport, and there she is putting things out on X. She has not communicated. We had a word with Rohini today. She said that nobody in her family is trying to get in touch with her. So that is what would actually aggravate this whole situation. As far as Tejaswi Yadav is concerned, he's locked in his house. He is not talking to anybody. But the most shocking thing in this entire episode is that what Rohini actually said and claimed, that when this entire episode was playing out inside the four walls of Rabdi Devi's residence at Patna, Rabdi Devi and Lalu Prasad Yadav, they were spectators there. They were standing there. They were standing helplessly, as she says, and they chose not to intervene. So that is something very surprising, very shocking. And if this has to end, then believe me, the only person who can end this is Lalu Prasad Yadav, and he'll have to act very stern and actually intervene very sternly in this whole matter.
Right. Ajit Jha, you've written a wonderful piece talking about the importance of Sanjay Yadav and also contradicting it with the role that Sanjay Jha played, the tale of two Sanjays. But sir, when Rohini Acharya is constantly blaming Sanjay Yadav and Ramiz, how responsible, I mean, what is she hinting at, and who is she really trying to target? Do you see this as an emotional spillover of the loss within the family, or do you really, do you think that we should be taking these accusations seriously?
You know, I think there are two things happening here. One is that, what both Prabhakar and Baba pointed out, that the Lalu family, if you want to call it, the trouble with the family is that almost each and every member of the family has political ambitions. Tej Pratap, we already know, right? Misa Bharati had contested elections in the past. She's a member of parliament from Patliputra. Rohini had contested sort of in 2024, lost against Rudy. So almost every member has a political ambition, and they are also married into families which have political ambition, including the family of UP sort of former chief minister Mulayam Singh's son. So that's one problem. In fact, I used to be in Patna, many years ago, and at that time, Rabri Devi was the chief minister, and both of Lalu's brother-in-laws, Sadhu and Subhas Yadav, were basically running Bihar. And all the bureaucrats used to report to them. So it's not that the saga has started today. It has been since the time Lalu and Rabri were chief ministers, basically from the time when Rabri Devi became the chief minister. So that's one part of the story. And the second part is this role of Ramiz Khan and Sanjay Yadav. Sanjay Yadav is a very, very brash guy. He controls, Prabhakar would know better and so would Baba. He controls Tejaswi Yadav's access. Tejaswi Yadav is the opposite of his father. His father used to talk to the media. He would talk to politicians. You could just walk into one Annie Road when he was the chief minister and, basically talk to him. Tejaswi Yadav is totally controlled by Sanjay Yadav and Ramiz Khan. There is no way you can meet him without access through through his pals or political aides. And they are the top strategists of RJD. Now, in the past, in 2020, it seems the strategy worked. This time, the strategy backfired completely. And there are a number of problems why it happened so, including the fact that, 12 friendly fights, which we have talked about, including the fact that OAC was not accommodated. And at that time, in fact, I had traveled in Simanchal and pointed out that OAC is going to do very well. We had interviewed OAC. NDTV had also...
No, given all that, Ajit Jha, the fact that there is a route...
of the outsider, if you want to put it, the presence of the outsider in the family complicated the tensions between the brothers and sisters. And obviously, Rohini did not agree with the strategy provided by Sanjay Yadav and Mr. Khan. So
but you see, while we are going into the nitty-gritties of what's happened in the Lalu Prasad Yadav family, this is not the first political family dispute that one has seen. It often erupts whenever a party is down in the doldrums. Most families have had it. Some have had it openly. There are some which may not have had it. Pulla Rao, in the south of India, we've seen, as in perhaps in other countries, there are disputes which are playing out. What's the sense? Does this churning result in perhaps a new sense of leadership and direction for a party? Can there be a one-size-fits-all analysis, or do you believe it's family-centric, individual-centric, state-centric issues which will play out whichever way it plays out as it goes along?
You said it well, and Mr. Ajit Jha. It's a politically ambitious family. Every member is politically ambitious. And failure had our friend Tejaswi been successful, would the sisters have ganged up together? Of course not. Failure brings out the anger, the rage of their exclusion. This happens in all families, sometimes before the success. Also, whether it's south of India, whether west of India, the Thackeray family, the Pawar family, any family, when the head of the family is slightly weakening, then all these things erupt. And basically, it is for a share in the cake. You have to permit me a little cynicism here. What are the systems? The man who has risen now in this defeat, the sole leader, is Tejaswi. He will be standing there. The sisters won't matter. The sisters have become irrelevant from yesterday. After the defeat, they attacked him. That's what the news has come out. They do this in all families. They try to use the father. By then, the father has lost control. NTR, Karnanidhi, or Thackeray, anyone, name it.
Okay.
Father has lost. And who is left standing? Actually, please allow me a little bit of cynicism.
That's a very,
This
very
is what it is
important,
about.
very important observation. Taking off from that, and I'm sure Veera will also agree with me. बाबा, जब ये फैमिली का पेट्रियार्क होता है ना, वही डिसाइड करता है कि इस झगड़े का एंड कैसे हो. जैसे हमने देखा है कि केसीआर ने डिसाइड कर लिया है कि केटीआर जो है वही उनके उत्तराधिकारी हैं. We have also seen विजय अम्बा siding with her daughter शर्मिला. आपने लालू प्रसाद यादव को इतने साल काम, उनके काम को ट्रैक किया है, उनके पर्सनालिटी को ट्रैक किया है. आपको क्या लगता है कि वो उनका क्या रोल रहेगा इसमें?
देखिए, लालू यादव ने तो तय कर दिया था इस चुनाव के पहले कि तेजस्वी उनके सर्वे सर्वा है, तेजस्वी ही उनके उत्तराधिकारी हैं. तेज प्रताप को घर से बाहर निकाल दिया, पार्टी से बाहर निकाल दिया, तेज प्रताप अलग चुनाव लड़े. सब कुछ तेजस्वी के हाथ में था. तेजस्वी ने अपनी टीम बनाई. लेकिन मेरा एक सवाल है, बिहार में जैसे पूछते हैं ना, बड़ी बहन ने यदि आपको हार के बारे में कुछ पूछा तो आप मारिएगा क्या? मार नहीं सकते ना आप. ये गलत है.
So let me translate it, Baba, 1 second. Let me translate it to viewers who don't understand Hindi. Baba is asking that the question that's going on is that if an elder sister asks you about defeat to Tejaswi Yadav, would you hit her? Because the allegation is that he threw a slipper at her. Just translating, Baba, go ahead.
तो उसके बाद कहा गया कि संजय यादव वहां मौजूद थे. संजय यादव के बारे में तो तेज प्रताप बहुत दिनों से कह रहे हैं. जिस जयचंद की बात कर रहे हैं पूरा बिहार जानता है, इसमें कौन सी छुपी हुई बात है. लेकिन क्या ये स्थिति टाली जा सकती थी? मेरा सबसे बड़ा सवाल है. लालू यादव और राबड़ी देवी का रोल सबसे अहम है. अभी भी इसको पूरे झगड़े को निपटाने के लिए अभी भी इसको निपटाया जा सकता है. यदि लालू यादव और राबड़ी देवी और कुछ हद तक मीसा ने इसको सोच लिया तो ये झगड़ा खत्म हो सकता है और फैमिली रियूनाइट हो सकती है.
So Baba is saying that it can be resolved if Lalu Yadav and Rabri Devi stepped in. Prabhakar Kumar, give us a sense of what this must be doing to the RJD cadre, because when you keep pointing out that this is a party which has emotion, loyalty to the Lalu Yadav family, extremely revolves around the family. What does this defeat and then this kind of a public dispute do to the RJD cadre? How difficult is it going to be for Tejaswi and the party to rise from this nadir?
It must be very, very difficult for the party cadres, in fact, because this is a second consecutive blow. The first was the political blow, where the numbers have come down drastically. We all know about it. Don't need to get into the details of it. And the second more important blow was this, the family feud, which actually came out in open. Because, see, the RJD means Lalu Yadav's family, and Lalu Yadav family means RJD. So they are all glued to one. And now this entire family feud is now being played in the public domain. Now people are talking about it. Social media is completely filled with the comments and the counter comments on it. So it demotivates the entire cadre. It demotivates the party leaders or all those who are associated with RJD. But remember, in this difficult time of RJD, what we saw today was the old Lalu's friend, the old allies of Lalu Prasad Yadav, like Jagtanand Singh, like Abdul Bari Siddiqui, the oldies of RJD. They are trying to take charge now. They are trying to diffuse the situation. They are coming to the rescue of Lalu Prasad Yadav. So Lalu Prasad Yadav, that's the reason why he always depends on his old friends, old allies, the oldies who were sidelined during Tejaswi's rule. Now, when this entire episode has started playing, today we saw them walking inside Lalu's house, spending time with him. So they probably would play some crucial role in diffusing this situation.
Right. Ajit, very quickly, sir, what does this mean for Tejaswi's own projection of himself as this, women-friendly, somebody who empowers women, somebody who's talking about Jivika Didis? The accusations by his own elder sister is not going to look nice.
I think it has led to what I would call, loss of face for Tejaswi. Tejaswi, who was seen as this young man full of energy in 2020, focusing on jobs, has somehow sort of moved towards what I would call a more narrower focus. Look at his advisors, right? Both his advisors are Sanjay Yadav and Ramesh Khan. Whereas look at what Prabhakar pointed out right now about Lalu's advisors. Lalu used to have advisors at one time like Jagtanand Singh, Sivanand Tiwari. There was this member of parliament from Vaishali, a brilliant sort of a Thakur, a politician, several others, Radhanandan Jha. They came from all communities. and Lalu gave access to lots more people. And remember in 1990s,
Right.
Lalu was the neta of the poor.
Right.
Then kind of gradually moved towards becoming the leader of Yadavs and Muslims.
Absolutely.
And now this is a more narrower approach, and I would think a more suicidal kind of politics.
Absolutely.
Unless
Right.
seniors turn the RJD direction, I
Right.
think it will be difficult to come
It's
out
the
for a long
intervention of
time
Lalu Prasad
from this.
Yadav and Rabri Devi, that's being keenly watched. Is it going to happen, like Baba also pointed out and Ajija is also speaking about? But most importantly, we've seen such family feuds happening in several parts of this country. The patriarch and the matriarch have to step in, and we'll have to see how the RJD overcomes this personal and political loss.